July 12th, Friday, this is Bitcoin TV's channel. I'm Zu. Let's first look at the 24-hour data headlines in the crypto world. In the past 2 weeks, as Bitcoin touched a low of 53,500, market trading sentiment slightly warmed up. 2 weeks ago, exchange net position data showed a small turning point back to the equilibrium zone, and last week gradually entered the positive value zone, with the long positions beginning to dominate. A clear bullish bottom fishing sentiment emerged in the short term, with the turning point mainly occurring after Bitcoin broke below the previous low of 56,500. Subsequently, the lower Bitcoin went, the faster the positive value of the exchange net position increased. In the past week, the exchange net position has been continuously increasing. The market has a slight short-term bullish bottom fishing sentiment, and after favorable CPI data yesterday, Bitcoin experienced a mini surge. However, the overall environment remains unfavorable. The medium-term outlook is relatively dangerous when the long-term outlook is bullish. In the short term, apart from the favorable spot ETF, most factors are potentially bearish threats, with crisis lurking. In the past months, the number of Bitcoin non-zero balance addresses has continued to decline, dropping from 53.17 million to 52.52 million, a reduction of nearly 650,000 addresses. The primary factor is the decline in Bitcoin price, leading to a significant reduction in wealth effect and market hotspot, as well as a significant decrease in on-chain activity and bubbles. Secondly, after Bitcoin declined, some short-term investors chose to sell their tokens, making it difficult for non-zero balance address to maintain a growth trend. Investors need to be cautious about the selling behavior after a continued decline in Bitcoin price. Although Bitcoin has seen a significant rebound in the past 2 days, the market activity has not shown a clear increase, so everyone should be wary of market temptation traps. Finally, let's look at the total locked value data of on-chain cryptocurrencies. In just 2 weeks, the on-chain TVL decreased from 97 billion to 88 billion, a fund outflow of nearly 9.3%. In comparison, Bitcoin's price dropped from 61,000 to 57,000, a decline for only 6.5%. In the past 30 days, only the short-term market hotspot on-chain TVL increased by as much as 57%, while the other 9 public chains experienced varying degrees of decline. The biggest drop was seen in the recently popular Blast chain, which entered a slump directly after Bitcoin's flash crash, failing to reach its peak. At the same time, observing the data of the past 7 days and the past 24 hours, the top 10 public chains did not show significant fund fluctuation trends and were mostly balanced. Funds are clearly in a wait-and-see stage now. Please like and follow us, and we will help you sort out the news closest to money in the crypto, blockchain, and mining industry within 24 hours. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics released the latest CPI data last night, showing a continued slowdown in inflation. Specifically, the overall CPI in June fell by 0.1% from May, below the estimated increase of 0.1% compared to the same period last year. It rose by 3%. Also below the expected 3.1%, core CPI rose by 0.1% from May, also below the estimated 0.2% increase, marking the smallest increase in nearly 3 years. According to CME's Fed Watch tool, the market's prediction of a rate cut by the Fed in September has risen from 69% on Wednesday to 86%, and the probability of 3 rate cuts by December also increased to 44%. The big data aspect is still doing well. So how have the US stocks and cryptocurrencies reacted?
Yeah, as you mentioned, it's a good report. It does show that the disinflation, as we talk about, right, that's the decline of inflation month by month, that is really on track now. It's not accelerating, but it's in a good pace. And I think this is satisfactory to the Federal Reserve. As you also said, like the Fed won't wait until this number actually hits 2%. And we're getting closer to it. So it means that also for the Fed, this decision of cutting rates gets closer. Whether it will be September is still a little bit up in the air. I think that I didn't see the chance for September changing too much yet, but yields are definitely declining in reaction to this number.
Although the US CPI data brought good news, investors seem to be shifting their targets, withdrawing from the recently strong-performing tech giants. Nvidia closed down 5.57%, Tesla fell 8.44%. In total, the market value of the top 7 US stocks evaporated by nearly $600 billion in one day. In the cryptocurrency market, Bitcoin briefly surged after the CPI data was released, reaching a high of $59,579. However, selling pressure emerged, and coupled with the poor performance of US stocks, Bitcoin began to fluctuate and decline, down 1.43% in the past 24 hours. Ethereum's trend was similar to Bitcoin, reaching a high of $3,026 after the CPI was released last night, then retreating and falling below $3,100 again. Ethereum's decline was relatively larger, reaching 3.22% in the past 24 hours. In addition, many DeFi tokens fell more sharply, with AAVE and MKR both falling by more than 5% in the past 24 hours. According to market analysts, the cryptocurrency market may face more severe challenges in the short term due to poor liquidity. However, considering the long-term market reaction, this is definitely positive. As the exchange's net position continues to rise, we might see further upward adjustments in the price of Bitcoin in the future.
This is the third time in a row that the CPI has fallen short of Wall Street's expectations, but the performance of US stocks is still somewhat disappointing compared to cryptocurrencies. On the Bitcoin side, there are 4,925 BTC left in wallets associated with German authorities, currently worth 285 million. This means that BTC holdings have decreased by more than 90%, and many people are asking if that means the selling pressure is over. Although the German sell-off appears to be coming to an end, other entities still need to sell BTC. Don't forget that there is still Mt. Gox paying off its debts, and to make matters worse, Genesis Trading has also been actively selling Bitcoin over the past month. Genesis has become liquidating assets, which has exacerbated the selling pressure in the market. So let's wait and see. Please like and follow us, and we will help you sort out the news closest to money in the crypto, blockchain, and mining industry within 24 hours. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics released the latest CPI data last night, showing a continued slowdown in inflation. Specifically, the overall CPI in June fell by 0.1% from May, below the estimated increase of 0.1% compared to the same period last year. It rose by 3%. Also below the expected 3.1%, core CPI rose by 0.1% from May, also below the estimated 0.2% increase, marking the smallest increase in nearly 3 years. According to CME's Fed Watch tool, the market's prediction of a rate cut by the Fed in September has risen from 69% on Wednesday to 86%, and the probability of 3 rate cuts by December also increased to 44%. The big data aspect is still doing well. So how have the US stocks and cryptocurrencies reacted?
It's worth noting that Binance USD is as I understand it, it's just a fully backed stablecoin where Paxos manages the reserves and the issuances, and Binance is just branding it. So it is going to be really interesting to see just how the SEC makes this case.
Jorge Tenrero, Deputy Director of Crypto Assets and Cyber Affairs at the U.S. SEC, recently revealed to Fortune magazine that the agency has quietly completed a comprehensive investigation of Paxos, the issuer of the stablecoin BUSD, and decided not to take further enforcement action. This news undoubtedly brought great relief to Paxos and its team. Walter Hessert, Paxos's head of strategy, could not hide his joy after learning the results of the investigation. He excitedly said, "The formal termination of the investigation is great good news, which marks that the pressure and challenges of this stage have been lifted."
This is the third time in a row that the CPI has fallen short of Wall Street's expectations, but the performance of US stocks is still somewhat disappointing compared to cryptocurrencies. On the Bitcoin side, there are 4,925 BTC left in wallets associated with German authorities, currently worth 285 million. This means that BTC holdings have decreased by more than 90%, and many people are asking if that means the selling pressure is over. Although the German sell-off appears to be coming to an end, other entities still need to sell BTC. Don't forget that there is still Mt. Gox paying off its debts, and to make matters worse, Genesis Trading has also been actively selling Bitcoin over the past month. Genesis has become liquidating assets, which has exacerbated the selling pressure in the market. So let's wait and see. After EU's new crypto asset market laws, MiCA officially came into effect on June 30th, it also brought considerable regulatory pressure to the US dollar stablecoins in the European market. In response, Circle, the issuers of the stablecoin USDC, took the lead in the layout and announced that its US dollar stablecoin USDC and Euro stablecoin EURC have been licensed by the MiCA law and can be provided to European users. On the other hand, the issuer of the leading stablecoin USDT, Tether, did not make any moves but was delisted by many exchanges. First OKX and then Kraken. Has USDT really been abandoned by Europe?
ステーブルコインのリーダー USDT の発行元であるテザーは、 先月末にコーチェーンヨスとアルゴランドでの USDT 発行を停止すると発表した後、昨日新たに停止するコーチェーンを追加する広告を出しました。2025年9月1日から、オムニ、草間、SLP、EOS、およびアルゴランド上での USDT と EURT の交換を停止します。テザーはユーザーに対し、上記のブロックチェーンで USDT または EURT を保有している場合は、早急に資産を引き出すように呼びかけており、さもなければその時点で資産が凍結される恐れがあります。
As for the reasons for accelerating the withdrawal and stopping the issuance of stablecoins on EOS and Algorand, in addition to the fact that these chains seem to be unattractive to users, the official said that they did not meet Tether's requirements for security, availability, compliance, and sustainability. With the entirety into force of the EU's new crypto asset market law MiCA, Tether's biggest competitor Circle has taken the lead in obtaining a European license, but Tether has not yet received any news of obtaining an EU license. Therefore, Tether's suspension of support for USDT and EURT on these 5 chains may also be due to considerations for the new EU law. It's not yet certain whether Tether will add or reduce support for other memory blockchains in the future, but whether Tether will hand over the European market for Circle or take new measures to deal with it is worth of our continued attention. Friend.Tech used to be the focus of SocialFi, gaining a large number of users and investments, and was hailed as a new trend of SocialFi. The market goes up and down, and the prices of some altcoins will never return. The same may be gone forever, and products and businesses may also be gone. In the daily quest long of what to play today, who will still mention the name Friend.Tech? However, you didn't say that a year ago Friend.Tech was a new trend, the darling of paradigm investment, the hotspot that various research reports competed to write about, and the god of wealth that liberated the KOL fan economy. How come it has now become a discarded pawn that no dog plays with? Attention is not eternity. The once popular crypto products have fallen from the altar inadvertently, but the crypto market has memories. Let's take a brief review to see how Friend.Tech played a good hand so badly.
昨年8月中旬、フレンド .tech は頭角を現し、取引総量は100万を超え、独立した買い手は6万6千人、独立した売り手は2万5千人に達しました。FT の V1 版がリリースされてわずか2週間で、プラットフォームは10万人以上のユーザーを引き寄せ、約2500万ドルの収益を上げました。まさにステップ N の後、ほぼ国民参加型の暗号製品です。データによれば、今日フレンド .tech のデイリーアクティブユーザーは100人未満です。一方、前回の熱狂時にはデイリーアクティブユーザーが7万7千人を超え、実際には 99.9% 減少しています。
If you look closely, you will find that the decline of Friend.Tech has long been traceable in the details at different times. To sum it up in an extreme way, it is the operation is fierce, but the product is stupid. Friend.Tech was extremely resistant to users from playing other similar imitations at the beginning, and another fierce operation was at the PUA of the V2 version was too fierce. The V2 version requires users to follow at least 10 users on Friend.Tech and join a club to receive airdrop tokens, obviously. The design of the club is to let users play the V2 version more, promote activity through the design of the club, and let users have new things to play and continue. It's just that the force, the binding of joining first and then receiving coins is unpleasant. In addition, many people reported that there were difficulties in the collection link on the day of receiving coins. In the secondary market, it began to fall sharply. Many people haven't received them yet, and the value of the airdrop has been reduced by half. My coins have fallen, so how can I list to your PUA again? Okay, the above is all the content of today's program, and finally, let's look at OK Express. Okay, the above is the main content of today's program. Our channel focuses on curating valuable news in the cryptocurrency industry, blockchain industry, and mining industry. There are news information and in-depth search reports. If you think our channel is valuable, you are welcome to forward and follow it. You can also become our member. Let us become rich together and add a zero to our assets in a bull run. See you tomorrow.